Give you the starting lineups first of all for Glidden Ralston. I know those guys by their faces, so I can do that for you here real quick. Got Clay Morris, John Augustus, along with Brandon Squibb and Jason Rohrbeck, of course, in the starting lineup tonight for Coach Kirk Talene and his Wildcats. Is number 30, Dane Eischeid, getting the start. And for East Greene Hawks, coached by Dean Lyons. See, we've got number 13, Greg Leonard in there. Number 23, Brett Fagan. Number 35, Isaac Gannon. Number 45, Nate Paris. And number 25, Matt Gunn is the missing one I was missing there. Just underway, no score here. Glidden Ralston trying to avenge an earlier loss in the season as Rohrbeck is trying to get that one down to Augustus. Has it bounce off his face into the hands of Squibb. And Eischeid will get things working again on that 2-3 zone defense, and a shot knocked down by Clay Morris. For Glidden Ralston, starting like he did on Friday night against Van Meter. Got off to a good start, did Morris. That shot deflected. Last touch by Glidden Ralston. Leonard drops it down, has a shot blocked, does Matt Gunn. And hustling back down now is Glidden Ralston. Eischeid in the starting lineup tonight. I saw that Justin Walters was in street clothes, so not sure if he's facing an injury or what the deal is there, but he is not going to be playing tonight. We've seen Jeremy David get a start at different times this year as well, as Rohrbeck works it down low, just cannot get the finger roll to go, and big Nate Paris in there to control the rebound. It's Gannon with the black socks in there. Leonard able to snake his way in there, get the rebound, and then is fouled from behind by John Augustus. Thank you for joining us here on 10 TV Sports. I'm Darren Bach, along with fill-in photographer Bob Grody, filling in for John Johnston this evening. Leonard trying to tie things up here early on with the free throw. And he does. Glidden Ralston on Friday night with an 8-point victory over Van Meter. Trying to put a couple of wins together here. Rohrbeck near side. Leonard, quick with the hands, gets the steal. Nice job of just getting that ball, let alone tipping it and then controlling it. He's going to stop and try to get one off the glass. No good. Paris. Big body inside, going to be hard to contend with. Glidden Ralston has some height in there, not a lot of bulk. Not anything to match up with Paris anyway. There's a shot taken by Squibb. He hits the floor now. Leonard picked up his dribble, needs some help. Here comes Glidden Ralston with a little 2-on-1, and Eischeid gets the Wildcats a second chance. Rohrbeck for a third chance, and a reach-in foul by Matt Gunn. So Glidden Ralston hitting the offensive boards hard here in this first quarter. Rohrbeck to inbound it. Squibb has his pass blocked and knocked out of bounds. It will still be Wildcat basketball. Two to 2 is our score with 3 minutes gone by here in this contest. Augustus, nice position inside, a nice pass. Foul might go against Gunn. It's number 25, and it is. That's 2 on Matt Gunn here early on, and he'll get a breather as number 55, Andrew Burkett. Well, I had folks talking about East Greene's football team this year. They went to 8-man football, and they said they're a very large team. I see a lot of those guys must have been playing basketball because they do have some girth to them. Augustus can't make the first one count. Second one is good. 3-2 slim lead for Glidden Ralston here early on. Applying the full court pressure. Once it's inbounded, they're retreating except for Clay Morris, who can really cause some havoc there with the quick hands. Got it on some fingertips on that one, and Leonard, nice little jump stop and his foul. Jason Rohrbeck picks up the foul, and Jason not unaccustomed to getting into some foul trouble at times. In fact, in the Van Meter ball game, he had to sit out a good portion of the second half. That's the bad thing. The good thing, if you're Coach Kirk Deline, is that his team, with their subs, came up big and extended their lead while he was out. Leonard got the kind roll there, and he's 4 for 4 from the free throw line. It's a 4-3 East Greene lead. Wildcats facing that zone defense. As we all know by now, the way to bust that is to start hitting from the outside, and they're also not afraid to shoot it. They'd love to do nothing but that. Augustus has it go off of his hands, out of bounds. To inbound it is Gannon. He gets it up ahead to Burkett. And Leonard going to get called for the over and back. Anytime somebody stops and straddles a line, the immediate reaction is that he went over and back. But you have to have your entire body and the entire ball over, and then a portion of either to come back for it to be over and back. I'm not sure exactly that he did that time. If we could see it again, that might have been okay on that. Nice pass down inside, and getting the roll is Nate Paris. 6-3 now. East Greene leading it by 3. Oh, the big-bodied team like East Greene has, if you're Glidden Ralston, you got to think they're going to be tough to penetrate inside and to keep banging against inside all the time. But I think if you can open up the game a little bit, that you might be able to tire them out. You see what kind of condition they are in, because they are carrying around some weight out there. That pass, how lucky can you get there as two Wildcats ran into each other, knocked each other down, and Glidden Ralston still having troubles controlling that ball, and out of bounds is a foul called actually on Clay Morris. First one on Morris, third team foul. East Greene will inbound it. Gannon over to Fagan. His three-pointer no good. And there's Leonard, has really been making the best use of his quickness so far here in this first period. Another opportunity goes, and we have a foul against Brandon Squibb, I believe. Well, already here, with 3:28 left in the first period, Glidden Ralston's committed 4 team fouls. Isaac Gannon, he'll fire one up. Early 6-point lead now for the Hawks. Squibb trying to answer. That one's off the mark, and Rohrbeck very fortunate that he didn't get called for the foul. I think he was expecting the whistle right there. And another fortunate turn for Glidden Ralston is the fact that two of the Hawks battling for it, losing it out of bounds, so the Wildcats will get it back. Morris has the only basket for Glidden Ralston here so far in this ball game. We have 5 minutes gone by here. Brendan Eischeid, who hit probably the biggest shot of his Glidden Ralston career when they beat Coon Rapids Baird a few weeks ago before Christmas, actually. The last-second three-pointer at the buzzer to win that one for Glidden Ralston. Eischeid going to try a three, no good. Morris has it blocked out of there by Paris. Little running shot doesn't go for Rohrbeck, but he does draw the foul. That one goes against Isaac Gannon, his first team third. Jason Rohrbeck at the line now, gets his first point of the ball game. Second one in and out. Paris trying to hang on to it. He does. 9-4 our score. 5-point early East Greene lead. Leonard trying to penetrate, has the ball kicked by Rohrbeck. The Hawks will keep it. Hawks to inbound it underneath the basket now. 2:16 left, third period. There's Paris filling the lane. Has a block by Squibb. Ball still not controlled. Then we have a foul called. That personal goes against Derek Fay, who has just checked in the ball game. Nate Paris at the free throw line now, trying to extend his team's 5-point lead. And he does. Second one on the way, and perfect as well. I think he thought that one was a little bit short of the way he took off at the free throw line there. 11-4 is the score. 2 minutes left, opening quarter. Glidden Ralston has yet to hit their stride here offensively. Trying to get some sort of a flow to their offensive game. Just hasn't been there as of yet. Hitting a few of those from the outside can help open things up. That three-pointer cuts the margin to 4 now. Leonard working, drops it down, and there's foul number 2 against Jason Rohrbeck. Nice entry pass from Leonard down inside to Burkett. And for Rohrbeck, as I mentioned, there's 2 relatively quick ones here with 1:34 left in the first period is all. Well, the boys are trying to avoid a 4-game sweep of East Greene over Glidden Ralston this season. The girls and the boys for East Greene both winning earlier in Rippey. And in case you missed it here earlier on 10 TV tonight, we had the East Greene Hawkettes defeating Glidden Ralston in a big way. Well, Rohrbeck now going strong to the hoop. The finger roll has his 6th point. The lead is cut down just to 3 now, 12-9. Glidden Ralston up man-to-man, face-up defense. Morris got a hand on it. Leonard comes back and controls it. Puts that one way high off the glass and almost got it to go down. Fay clearing it for the Wildcats. High side. Near side is Squibb.
Swing down, swing down. Look at the post guy. Get up there, reverse.
Glidden Ralston being patient with the basketball. There's Squibb, man in his face, somehow got that shot over the outstretched arms of Paris, just rolling off the front of the rim. Follow-away jumper by Paris, no good. Second tap attempt there by Fagan is no good. And Leonard left that one short. Here comes Rohrbeck, and Leonard got called for the reach-in foul. Fourth team foul committed now by East Greene as John Augustus and now Jeremiah Johnson will check in. 14 ticks left, opening quarter. By the way things have gone here in this first quarter, you'd think that it'd be a bigger lead than just 3 points for East Greene. But a three-pointer and then a follow-up 2 by Rohrbeck has kept Glidden Ralston right in here. Down, and shot will not go. So after the end of 1 quarter of play, East Greene leads it by 3, 12-9. In the lineup now for Glidden Ralston here as we start the second quarter. We got Jeremy David getting his first action of the night. That's him with the ball right there. Also Jeremiah Johnson in the lineup. For East Greene checking in is number 15, Joby Hoskinson. Well, David over there on the far side has the ball right now. He was hot from the beyond the arc in the game Friday night against Van Meter. Hit his first 4 3-pointers, if I remember right. And was right on target for most of the night. 12-9 is our score. East Greene has led pretty much this entire ball game here, this entire first quarter. Nice thought there by Leonard. Nice reaction by Augustus to steal it. Squibb, good catch. Triple team, dribbles the ball, has it go off the foot of an East Greene player, so it will still be Glidden Ralston possession. Well, with 4 locations, the folks at the Farmers Co-op Elevator in Glidden, Litterdale, Lanesboro, and Carroll are there when you need them. Stop and see them for your farm needs. That's the Farmers Co-op, one of our fine sponsors, as we see Jeremiah Johnson picking up the personal foul. And already Glidden Ralston in the bonus, committing 7, putting East Greene in the bonus situation in the 1-1. Not even a minute gone by here in the second quarter. Every foul now from here on out. Final 7:08 of this first half. The Hawks will be shooting free throws. Burkett went 1 for 2 last trip at the line. He knocks that one down to give his team a 4-point lead. Rebounded nicely by Gannon. His putback is no good. Last touch by East Greene. Well, First Bank and Trust in Glidden is your full-service bank for all your checking and savings needs. See them for loans for your business or farm operation. First Bank and Trust in Glidden has an in-house computer system and convenient banking hours. First Bank and Trust in Glidden, member FDIC. Johnson near side, swinging it down to Squibb, who's been off the mark here early on from the outside, and is passing a little off the mark on that one as well, way over the head of Morris. Aisha will check back in, replacing Squibb. Leonard to inbound it underneath his own basket and threw it right in the hands of Augustus again. John Augustus has been Greg Leonard's nemesis here so far in his passing lanes. 4-point East Greene lead. Morris, the dribble penetration. Left it down there for Eischeid, and Leonard beat him to the ball, and now Morris snaps it out of bounds. Checking back in now for the Hawks, number 23, Brett Fagan, replacing Greg Leonard, who will sit down with 4 points. Burkett with the ball, hits Paris, and as he slices through, is fouled.
There goes the basket, Dustin.
That one goes against Jeremy David with the reach in. Paris at the free throw line now is 3 for 3. He has 5 points and extends his team's lead to 5, and he's trying to make it 6 right here. Showing good form from the strike. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. David back to Morse. And we've got a 3-second violation against Jeremiah Johnson, I believe, who is standing in the lane too long. Fagan now doing the ball handling duties as Leonard's on the bench. Pass drop down for Gannon. This time his follow-away jumper is good. He now has 5 points. And the lead has grown to 8. And Morris, who went up with a shot, would have been okay. He was looking to drop it off, took that extra step. Well, Schoen Lumber Company in Glidden is the place to go for home or business building supplies. They carry a full line of building materials, and be sure to take advantage of their free delivery. Call 659-3795. That's Schoen Lumber on West 1st Street in Glidden. There's a three-pointer. Just a bit off the mark there by Hoskinson. 17-9 our score. Glidden Ralston really has not been able to make East Greene want to or need to come out of their zone defense. They haven't hit a lot from the outside. Trying to get a little something on the inside going. No good. Eischeid fights for it. Still fighting for it. Paris able to tap it ahead now to Gannon, who has it stripped away by Morris. Then the foul. On Isaac Gannon, that is his second. He and Matt Gunn, both with 2 personals. Leonard will check back in. Matt Gunn will check back in for East Greene. as does Brandon Squibb for Glidden Ralston. Clay Morris will sit down. Warbeck has to be a little bit careful, who has 2 personal fouls as well. A little miscommunication there. Body's hitting the floor and stepping on the line. So fortunate for Glidden Ralston that East Greene didn't make more happen with that possession. Timeout on the floor, 17-9. East Greene with the lead, 4:29 left, first half. Well, here we are, nearly halfway through the second quarter, and Glidden Ralston still kind of looking for their groove here. Have not looked very fluid offensively, anyway. Most teams will start them off with a zone defense, so they want to control things on the inside and not allow Warbeck and Squibb to get too much going down on the inside. And so far, their game plan has worked out. Unlike the other night when Glidden Ralston was able to spread out that defense a bit with some nice perimeter shooting. It hasn't been the case here so far, at least tonight, as Squibb was caught with the push from behind on that rebound. And shooting free throws will be East Greene. In the 1-on-1 situation already. Wes Bunnell, owner of Clark Plumbing and Heating at 1005 North Elm Street in Jefferson, would like to cheer the Wildcats on. For your heating and air conditioning needs, call Wes at 515-386-3614 in Jefferson, your full-line Lennox dealer. Brandon Squibb will get a seat, replaced in the lineup by Hanlos. Mark Hanlos is his first name. Couldn't think of it. Got it now. Mark getting his first action of the night. First action that I've seen, at least at home here in varsity level. Warbeck trying to go coast to coast. Can't do it. There's Hanlos getting a rebound. Paris timed that one out pretty well. Kind of shook his head after he knocked that one away. He was just hoping that Hanlos would go right up with that. Dangerous pass, almost picked off. 18-9 is our score. East Greene has doubled it up here. And the defense for East Greene is confusing Glidden Ralston here offensively so far. Leonard cannot get it to go. Clay Morris quickly checks back in, replacing Jeremy David in the lineup. Three minutes, 22 seconds left here in this opening half. 18-9, East Greene. Leonard got called for the travel as he had the ball above his head looking for that overhead pass and was kind of fumbling it, taking steps as he was doing it. Got called for the walk. Fay inside, one of the guys who can match up size-wise at least with Paris in the middle, at least height-wise. Cross court, and Warbeck, as gun, picks up foul number 3. 6th team foul, so one more before Glidden Ralston will be at the line in the bonus. And Andrew Burkett will have to replace Matt Gunn. Hasn't had a lot of minutes tonight. Too many quick fouls. 3 minutes exactly left, second quarter. Warbeck working against the double team is fouled. It's Greg Leonard. He has 2 now. Leonard with 2, Gunn with 3, and Isaac Gannon with 2. The only 3 players that have committed fouls for the Hawks here in this first half. It's been a long time since the Wildcats have put some points on the board. Only 9 points here, and we've got 2:55 left in the first half. And Warbeck can't change it with a couple of misses there. Leonard, this time he gets the pass, and Warbeck able to slap it away out of bounds. Isaac Gannon checks back in now for East Greene. Well, with rising fuel prices, why not convert to an electric water heater? The Glidden RAC carries Marathon brand water heaters. They're thermo-insulated and guaranteed for life, not to leak. Check it out at the Glidden RAC on Highway 30 in Glidden, or phone 659-3649. A traveling violation there by Paris. The Glidden RAC is providing you with more than just power. Highshide with it now, top of the key. And for a zone defense, this is probably the most spread out zone defense. They can really get across the floor and cover a lot of ground there. That time it was Joby Hoskinson with the foul. Clay Morris at the line now. And he can't change the score at all. Fagan drops it down to Paris. He has it tied up, and we're going to get a foul called, I believe. It'll be against either Fay or Rohrbeck. It's Jason Rohrbeck, and that is 3 on him. So again, he's got himself a little bit of a foul situation. That's the first miss from the free throw line tonight for Paris. A little unfortunate that time for Glidden Ralston. They could have gotten either Derek Fay or Jason Rohrbeck on that foul. Instead, it was Rohrbeck picking it up. 7 points for Nate Paris to lead the way for both teams in scoring, and it's a 10-point bulge now, 19-9 for East Greene. Under 2 minutes left, first half. Look at the defense for East Greene. That time, Hanlos gets free and makes a beeline to the basket. Some contribution off the bench now for Mark Hanlos. It's been a long time since we've gotten some points up there. Trying to answer with the 3 is Gannon. It's off the mark. Down to a minute and a half now. 19-11. Last time down court, we saw Glidden Ralston get East Greene's defense moving and found an open seam right there. Augustus would like to have another opportunity at that. Nice entry pass and nice little 4-foot jumper, just could not get it to go down. Fagan penetrating. First basket tonight for Brett Fagan. Lead back to 10, and the blocking foul called against Hoskinson. West Central salutes Wildcat athletes for their outstanding teamwork and dedication. You can call on West Central to be part of your team and farming operation. West Central, a farmer-owned cooperative in business to exceed customer expectations. And Charlie's Designs and Signs, a full-service sign-making shop that will work with you on designing a logo and building a sign for your business, as well as your personal needs, such as t-shirts and other types of wearing apparel. Check out their sign 1 mile west of Glidden along Highway 30, or give them a call at 659-3404. Morris gets 1 of 2. (21-12) now. 9-point lead. There's Fagan. No good. Morris. And got up in the air and got bailed out there with a little foul on Hoskinson. Morris left his feet, was triple teamed as if he had someone down court to pass to. There was nobody there, and he was fortunate to be fouled on that play. Morris with that free throw gives him 4 points. Second in scoring for Glidden, Ralston, behind only Jason Rohrbeck, who's on the bench with 3 fouls and 6 points. Fay goes high to control it for Glidden Ralston. 3-pointer is good by Clay Morris. Big 3-pointer there. And quickly back the other way with the defense is Clay Morris. And he was kind of the catalyst that got things started for Glidden Ralston in Friday night's game against Van Meter with his hustle and aggressive play. 21-16 now. A 10-point lead has been cut in half. Down to 15 seconds left in the first half. Glidden Ralston, I would assume, going to wait for the last shot. Nice shot with 10 seconds. Knocks it down. his first bucket. And another turnover. Momentarily, Leonard gets it right back. Quick hands by Greg Leonard. Could have been 2 more points for Glidden Ralston, but Leonard lost it and got it right back and went in for the finger roll. So at the break, it's 23-18, 5-point lead for East Greene. It's halftime. And we are set to go here on the second half action. 23-18 our halftime score. East Greene with the lead and the ball. Leonard trying to hit Gannon across the lane and out his hands out of bounds. The starting 5 recap here. Got Greg Leonard, Brett Fagan, Matt Gunn, Isaac Gannon, and Nate Paris, the starting 5 for East Greene. For Glidden Ralston, Dane Eichscheid, Clay Morris, Jason Rohrbeck, John Augustus, and Brandon Eichscheid. Jason Rohrbeck back in there, but is playing with 3 fouls. There's Clay Morris stripping Leonard from behind. Ball last touch going off the foot of Leonard. In that first half, leading the way in scoring for Glidden Ralston was Clay Morris with 7. Jason Rohrbeck had 6. For East Greene, pretty balanced attack. Nate Paris in the middle with 7. Greg Leonard adding 6 for the Hawks. Squibb, who looking for his touch from the outside, still hasn't found it. Augustus giving his team another chance. Morris is 3. Andrew Burkett actually gets the start here in this second half. Gets that rebound. The largest lead enjoyed by East Greene in this ballgame has been 10 as Paris muscles one up and somehow does not stay down. Open is Rohrbeck. Had plenty of time to line that one up. Decided against it. At the elbow is Eichscheid, no good. Rohrbeck the rebound. Nice body control. Looks so smooth on plays like that. And the lead is cut back down to 3 now. Glidden Ralston trying to even things up record-wise here in the season, losing the first game at East Greene earlier. Second chance opportunity now is Gannon off the mark. Right into the breadbasket of Rohrbeck, and he quickly pushes it ahead to Squibb, who tries to get it. Can't. Out of bounds, touches the end line. Now the Wildcats going to go to their full court pressure, which we've seen them do a good portion of the time in the first half on a dead ball situation. And there's Morris with the bump. Second personal on Clay Morris. Have another game for you, actually another doubleheader as always for you here Friday night as Panorama comes to town for a girl boy doubleheader. There's Leonard looking inside and found his man, but the pass a little too swift for the hands of Burkett. Ricochets out of bounds. And in comes Jeremiah Johnson, replacing Dane Eichscheid in the lineup for the Wildcats. Morris has been the catalyst of this team the last few ball games. He pops up from a 14-foot jumper, no good, but get the second chance. He'll put it right up again. Fagan with it, works his way across the timeline. Now to Gannon, he'll try another 3. Looked good, just a bit short. But Leonard gives the Hawks second chance. Man-to-man defense being played by Glidden Ralston. Nice job of, and we got a tee. Greg Leonard said something when he hit the floor. Thought he was fouled and thought he said something. The official didn't like it. Called the technical. John Augustus, I think, banged knees with somebody on the inside. We have a timeout on the floor. 5:03 left here in the third period. 3-point East Greene lead. Glidden Ralston shooting 2 on the technical against Leonard is Brandon Squibb. First points of the ball game for Brandon Squibb. He's usually one of the higher-ups as far as scoring for Glidden. Ralston has not found his range from the outside so far tonight. Gets 1 of 2 there. Low-scoring ball game here with 5:03 left in the third. It's a 23-21 lead for East Greene, and Leonard will have a seat. John Augustus limped off the floor. Looked like what I initially thought, like he just banged his knee, going to get some ice on it. Nothing too serious, I don't believe, but it does hurt like heck when the first happens. Rohrbeck going to get it for the travel. Replacing Augustus in the lineup is number 44, Derek Fay. Has the job of guarding Nate Paris inside of the man-to-man, and there's a foul on Squibb. That's 3 now on Brandon Squibb, so both he and Jason Rohrbeck with 3 personal fouls. East Greene also has 2 players with 3 fouls apiece, Joby Hoskinson and Matt Gunn. There's Gannon. Morris. Looking up court like he should, and went to make that pass and lost control and put on the floor again. Got called for the double dribble. East Greene wants to talk it over. It's a 2-point Hawk lead, 23-21. To action now. Gannon will inbound it. Finds Burkett. Rohrbeck tempted to swat at it. Has to be careful with those 3 fouls. That shot by Burkett. Not exactly what Coach Lyons wanted, I'm sure, after that timeout call. Morris picks up his dribble, needs some help, finds it top of the key, and Rohrbeck. Johnson left open. That one's going to be left short. Never really had the handle of that one. And there's some quick hands shown by Squibb. And right back getting it is Gannon, stepping in the passing lane. I didn't realize it, but East Greene has yet to score a basket here in this third quarter. They had 23 at the half. Well, they just changed that as somehow that pass got through, and Burkett got the bucket. So almost 5 minutes, 4.5 minutes gone by, and the Hawks get their initial basket of this third quarter. They lead it by 4, 25-21. And the reach in. Nope, jump ball called. Arrow belongs to Glidden Ralston as Eyeshide checks back in. Gunn checks back in as well, replacing Burkett, who was getting a little bit winded, which is evident that last trip down the floor as he's huffing and puffing. That pass intercepted. Basket went down anyway, but it would have been called goaltending as Johnson went up and slapped the backboard, causing it to shake. And for Brett Fagan, that is his second basket. He has 4 points now, and the lead back to 6, 27-21. Eyeshide back open now. Morris, the defense jumping out on him. Can't knock it down, and there's Gunn. Fagan fire up a 3. It's off the mark. Johnson in the right spot, collects it. I give credit to East Greene's zone defense. It's probably the most active zone defense I've seen here so far this year. They really extend it out, and they get to the person with the ball very quickly, not giving anybody any open looks, making them force shots like that. Paris. Might be getting a little tired as well. Trying to be very deliberate when he handed that one off to Gannon, saying, slow it down here a little bit. Let me get my breath. Nice little pull-up jumper, just won't go. Ball slapped around. Morris comes away with it. Down to 2 minutes left, third quarter. Up ahead to Johnson. Didn't have his body under control. Trying to lay that one in there. Hits the underside of the basket. Gannon is under more control. He can't get it to go either, but a foul call on Fay. Nope, they're going to get Morris with the reach in. Down low. 3 now on Clay Morris. So Morris, Rohrbeck, and Squibb, 3 of the starters, all with 3 personals. Although we're getting to the point of the game here towards the end of the third quarter where it's not quite as a drastic situation as it was when Rohrbeck picked up his third in the second quarter. Jeremy David now checking in, replacing Jeremiah Johnson. Paris at the line. Can't get either one of those to go. He started off red hot from the line. 5 for 5, 4 for 4, and then as you get a little tired, those free throws go down a little tougher. 27-21 is our score. 6-point East Greene lead. They've led pretty much this entire ball game. By as many as 10, by as little as 2. Last touch by Paris. Rohrbeck will inbound it. Needs somebody to peel open. Eichscheid pops out and does get it. Right on his face is the defender. And Gannon again jumping out in front of Fay. Gets the turnover for East Greene. Three-pointer on the way, off the mark, but Paris right there and gets the putback. First bucket of the third quarter for Nate Paris. He has 9, leading his team in scoring, and the lead climbs. It was just 2 not that long ago, and now it's back to 8 with 3 consecutive baskets for East Greene. Rohrbeck. Bank shot 3. He used the angle well that time. He has 11 points. And it's back down to 5. That shot blocked by Rohrbeck. Then we got a hand in the face. That goes against Matt Gunn. He now has 4. His time has been very limited tonight because of foul trouble. Mark Honlos checks in. And Derek Fay will have a seat. And go with a little quicker lineup in here now with a half-minute left third quarter. 29-24 our score, East Greene. Enjoying that 5-point lead. Morris left open, sizes it up, knocks it down. 10 points for Clay Morris. And 2 consecutive three-pointers. Gets Glidden Ralston back to within 2. 29-27. Gannon with it. Eichscheid on him. Nice, strong move to the hoop by Isaac Gannon. And that's the end of the third quarter. 31-27 our score. East Greene enjoying a 4-point lead. 4-point spread. East Greene has led this entire ball game. 10 points has been their greatest margin. It was down to 2 just moments ago, and now it's at 4, and East Greene will start the fourth quarter with the alternating possession arrow pointing their way, and they'll have it. Isaac Gannon looking inside to Paris, who's been quiet as of late. He gets that fourth quarter started off on the right foot for East Greene. He has 11 points in the ball game. 33-27 now, and out of bounds it goes. Well, with 4 locations, the folks at the Farmers Co-op Elevator in Glidden, Litterdale, Lanesboro, and Carroll are there when you need them. Stop and see them for your farm needs. That's the Farmers Co-op. And First Bank and Trust in Glidden is your full-service bank for all your checking and savings needs. Gannon 3. Right on the money. Big three-pointer there by Isaac Gannon. He has 10 points now. Mark Honlos trying to answer. It's short. Here comes Fagan. Working a little 2-on-2. Comes to a jump stop nicely. 6 points for him, and 5 consecutive points has put the lead back up to 9. Glidden Ralston wants a timeout. So East Greene starts off that fourth quarter with 7 straight quick points to build their lead to 11. That is their largest lead of the night. Still plenty of time. Just 1 minute gone by here in the fourth. But not the way you want to start off the fourth quarter if you're Glidden Ralston. Morris loses it, but there's going to be a foul called on the play. Brett Fagan, the guilty party on that one. It's his first, just the second team foul is all committed by East Greene here in this second half. There's Rohrbeck double teamed. The Hawks very aware of where he's at. And that zone defense extending out just that much farther, making it every pass difficult for Glidden Ralston. Little set shot there from in the lane from Mark Honlos, who the sophomore off the bench now has 4 points. Cuts the lead down to 9, 38-29. Leonard open. First basket of the second half for Greg Leonard. He now has 8 points on the game. And there's a nice hands leaping up and stealing that one. He's going to take it in with the left hand and good. Couple of big plays by Greg Leonard, and the lead now is 13, 42-29. 6 minutes left in the ball game. There's a nice entry pass down to Honlos. Well, with the way the defense has been coming out in the perimeter free screen, that opens up the inside play a little bit for Glidden Ralston. Tapped away from behind by Rohrbeck, and going too fast was Squibb. Couldn't take advantage of that. (42-31), 11-point lead for East Greene. Fagan over there battling 3 Wildcat jerseys. Tough shot by Morris, but gets it up and in over Leonard. 12 points for Clay Morris. He's the leading scorer as of right now for Glidden Ralston. Jason Rohrbeck has 11. Paris. Little double bump is fouled. I think it's against Jason Rohrbeck. That is 4 now on Jason. Paris, for a big guy, showed some agility there. 44-33, 11-point lead. Still there as Eichscheid runs down the rebound. We approach 5 minutes left in this ball game. Glidden Ralston can score points in a hurry, as we've seen them do before. Gannon steals away from his teammate to get it down low, and Paris is fouled, and again he finishes off the play. That's one thing when you have a big body like that, you can take some contact, still strong enough to get it in. 15 points now for Paris. That foul goes against Brandon Squibb. He now has 4. So both he and Rohrbeck with 4 personals. And with that free throw, the lead has grown to 14 points. That's the biggest tonight for East Greene. Clock running. 4:45 left in this ball game. They're going to need a lot of those out there to get back in it. Clay Morris doing his part. He has 15. The lead is cut back down to 11. 47-36. Still plenty of time. Squibb slaps it away momentarily. Now we've got Morris with the foul. And that's 4 now on Clay Morris. Well, First Bank and Trust in Glidden is your full-service bank for all your checking and savings needs. See them for loans for your business or farm operation. First Bank and Trust in Glidden has an in-house computer system and convenient banking hours. First Bank and Trust in Glidden, member FDIC. Fagan has it. He's backing out now. Picks up his dribble, needs some help. Slapped away from behind by Squibb. Gets the return pass, and his layup is good. Just the 3rd point is all for Brandon Squibb tonight. Fagan down the other side. He's going to drive in. Gets it, answers right back. 18 points for Nate Paris. 49-38, back to an 11-point deficit. And it was Brett Fagan with the reach in there, and good foul as Morris drained the 3-pointer. Doesn't count. The foul was first. So with 3:57 left the ball game, it's 11-point East Greene lead. Bound it with just under 4 minutes left. Is Morris still hot? He can't get that one to go. Rohrbeck keeps it alive, goes up strong. And there's Gannon spinning around and creating some room for himself. Missed opportunity there for Glidden Ralston. They trail by 11. A foul called as the scoop shot on the arm goes against Mark Honlos. And Isaac Gannon at the free throw line with 10 points on the evening. Trying to get his team's lead a little higher, and he does make good on the first. That one no good, but right there's Paris fighting for it. Warbeck had to slap it away from him and knocks it out of bounds. 50-38. East Greene got off to a slow start in the third quarter. They took them 4.5 minutes before they got some points on the board, but then they've been putting them up pretty regularly here since, leading it by 12. Leonard double pumps. He has 12 points now, and the lead is back to its largest of 14, 52-38. And time quickly becoming a factor now. Warbeck blocked that one. Got faked the first time, didn't the second one. There's Paris has turned around, and he's really come up big when they've needed a basket. He has done it for them. 20 points for Nate Paris. 54-38. Morris, his three is good. 18 points for Clay Morris, trying to keep his team in it here. Picking up the slack offensively as Brandon Squibb has been off the mark here tonight. 2:35 left. 13-point lead. That shot, no good. Hanlos able to come out of there with it for Glidden Ralston. In the corner for Squibb, he's guarded by Burkett. And 3-point shots. Oh, what Glidden Ralston's looking for now. Down to a 2:10 left. There's Hanlos underneath. Paris got called for the foul. It's just the first on the big guy in the middle, if you can believe that. Well, Schoen Lumber Company in Glidden is the place to go for home or business building supplies. They carry a full line of building materials. And be sure to take advantage of their free delivery. Call 659-3795, Schoen Lumber on West 1st Street in Glidden. And Wes Bunnell, owner of Clark Plumbing and Heating, another one of our fine sponsors. For all your heating and air conditioning needs, call Wes at 515-386-3614 in Jefferson, your full-line Lennox dealer. And with rising fuel prices, why not convert to an electric water heater? The Glidden RAC carries Marathon brand water heaters. Check it out at the Glidden RAC on Highway 30 or phone 659-3649. Well, Hanlos gets a couple. He has 8 points off the bench. And the basket good. Fagan, nice job of controlling the ball, got fouled and laid it in. Foul goes against Clay Morris, and he's done now. And that's going to hurt the Wildcats as far as scoring. As their leading scorer now, Clay Morris, out of the ball game with 18 points. Fouling out there. And Fagan makes good on the three-point play. He has 9 points on the evening. 57-43. And there's a foul. And my program tonight was wrong. Number 45, I've been saying is Nate Paris. It's actually Dustin Fouch. So I apologize for that. Misprint in the program. That second foul there on Fouch. There's a three-pointer by Eyeshide, no good, and the foul over the back on Jeremiah Johnson. Obvious to everybody in the building. Minute 46 left. It's 57-43. East Greene here in control of things. Greg Leonard at the free throw line. Well, West Central salutes the Wildcat athletes for their outstanding teamwork and dedication. Call on West Central to be part of your team in farming operations. West Central, a farmer-owned cooperative in business to exceed customer expectations. And Charlie's Designs and Signs is a full-service sign-making shop that will work with you on designing a logo and building a sign for your business. Give them a call at 712-659-3404 for a free estimate. Hanlos gets it back after fumbling it just a bit. Rohrbeck's fall-away jumper off the mark. Squibb nowhere to go against Fouch. Hanlos finds a little seam and has a block from behind into the arms of Johnson, who is fouled. And so Jeremiah Johnson to go to the free throw line. 14-point deficit with a minute 18 left in the ball game. And East Greene looks like they may unless something drastic happens here, gets the sweep of the Wildcats here this season in both the boys and the girls. As fouling out of the ballgame now is Matt Gunn. Johnson rattles it in and out, no good. Isaac Gannon just that quickly comes back in. Warbeck fights for it with Fouch. Almost got it back a third time, did Honlos, but it goes out of bounds. It belonged to the Hawks. That'll be a miracle comeback now with a minute 11 left. 57-43 is our score. Tell you what, East Greene, their defense, I give most of the credit, really took Glidden Ralston, and they really never did, it seemed like, get into much of a flow offensively, as that zone defense, as far out as they'd extend them, really covered the gaps in the lanes very well. And then in the fourth quarter, when they needed it, East Greene really came up with the big baskets, due in part, a large part, to Fouch underneath. A couple of three-point plays the old-fashioned way, making contact being made, but still able to muscle it up and in. Greg Leonard has really come on as well, scoring baskets and playing some good defense. He has 12 points on the night, as we see Brandon Squibb falling out of the ball game. Gannon rattles it in and out. 1:06 left to be played here in this one. Reminder, we've got Panorama coming into town Friday night. We'll have both the boys and the girls action for you right here on 10 TV. Be sure to join us for that. And we have a foul on Dustin Fouch. He's got 3 now after not committing one for 3.5 quarters. He's making up for lost time. Jason Rohrback at the free throw line. As Gannon goes high for that one. Johnson able to get his hand in there and can't control it. In the ball game now, number 21 for East Greene, replacing Dustin Fouch, who ends the night leading his team in scoring with 20 points. There's Leonard working his way through the defense. Jer Toon, near side, gets it right back, and Glidden Ralston still in the zone defense. Trailing at 57-43 here. We approach 35 seconds left. Gannon trying to drop it down low to Hoskinson and goes out of bounds. Rohrbeck, who had 3 quick fouls in the first half, has kind of had to play under foul trouble, which he's not unaccustomed to. He's used to doing that, as you saw Derek Fay with the follow-up bucket. 57-45 now, still a 12-point gap, and only 10 seconds. So East Greene will go on to win this one, winning the series, sweeping the series this year. As Johnson fires it up, no good. Final score, 57-45. East Greene wins it over Glidden Ralston tonight. As I mentioned, Dustin Fouch leading the way with 20 points for East Greene. Greg Leonard had 12. Brett Fagan added 9, and Isaac Gannon 11. For Glidden Ralston, they were led by Clay Morris, who had 18 points. He made 4 3-pointers before fouling out late in the fourth quarter. Jason Rohrbeck had 11 points, and Mark Honlos had 8 off the bench. Again, our final score, 57-45. East Greene winning it. Also winning the girls' game earlier tonight in a big fashion. I'm Darren Bach, along with photographer Bob Gordy tonight for you. Thanks for watching 10 TV Sports. We'll talk to you again next time.